Good morning from Victoria Square, Birmingham. All right, in the heart of the city. And this morning, into this afternoon, I can have a good look around the museum here in Birmingham. So lots of exhibits, should be quite interesting. So I hope you'll join me as we journey around and find out about life here in the city and whatever other exhibits they've got about other aspects that they might want to show. Rather interesting sculpture there. I'm not sure what it means. It's like Egyptian feel to it. And we've got like this magnificent lady holding a cup or something with water spilling out of it into this water feature at the entrance. Okay, let's head up the stairs and into the museum. I was wrong about that. Apparently the museum is, I think, this one here. Well, that's where we're heading now. Check that one out. This is the town hall, apparently, the very nice looking building. Obviously there we've got the old town hall, I guess, done in a Greek style. Oh, there's Her Majesty, Queen Victoria, looking resplendent on that plinth. All right, let's make sure we're heading in the right direction. Third time lucky. It's not that one that I thought. There's a photo shoot here. I don't know if they're famous. Here we are, Birmingham Museum and Art Gallery. This is the one. This is the one in here. Museum and Art Gallery. Right, finally found the right place. And free it is as well, which is the way it should be. So, starting out on the third floor, Birmingham, its people and its history and introduction. So let's have a look. In the year 1166, Peter to Birmingham spotted a business opportunity. Peter was the local lord of the manor. He bought a market chapter from the king, which entitles him to hold a weekly market. He profited from the rent paid by the craftspeople who settled here and the traders who came to sell their goods. The market prospered. The town of Birmingham was born. Tremendous. So, Birmingham before Birmingham. This here, incredibly, is a hand axe around 250,000 years old. The people who made this hand axe were not quite the same as modern humans. They were known as Homo erectus. Homo erectus first evolved in Africa about 2 million years ago. Gradually the species migrated north, and by 500,000 years ago they had reached Europe. So there you are. I don't know if there was anything in between the hand axe and then the Peter making his market. Who knows? All right, here we have medieval Birmingham. Thriving village, bit of pottery. Luxury country house. And then here we have a map of the area with Birmingham very central to it. More pots and things. This is the most interesting thing. We've got like a model of this settlement. Now, I don't know when this is for, but look, it's a very, very interesting model. You've got the manor house there, the church, and then various other dwellings dotted around, and kind of little sort of quadrangles. So about 1,500 people were living in Birmingham by the year 1300. In this model, we have imagined that what the centre of the town might have looked like on market day. A recently discovered document dating from 1296 lists many of Birmingham's inhabitants. In many cases, the surnames in the town's first known census reveal what they did for a living. All the named characters around the model actually lived here, like Nicholas the Sorer, William the Birmingham. There you are. So here Here are the various inhabitants. Quite literally looking down the barrel of a gun. By 1650, Birmingham controlled the English iron trade, and they had a thriving gun-making industry. Pewter tableware, also very handily. They made that around here as well. And then we've got like various people who've come to Birmingham over the years, I guess. And oh yes, here's someone on a horse firing a gun. Also got a little bit of an axe just to back him up. Oh, Prince Rupert. Yeah. Or was that the king himself? Anyway, Civil War. 1643, King Charles and Prince Rupert took revenge and attacked Birmingham because they supported Parliament. That's poor form, isn't it? Poor form. A bit like one of Trump's UFC matches there, but out in the countryside. I've got a hot air balloon on a tray and a little kind of cardboard type of theatre by the looks of it. Apparently bare knuckle boxing was very popular in the 1800s, as was visiting Birmingham in 1823, a hot air balloon. Of course, we've got various industrial looking engines and lathes and things, anvils. But this is a trade you don't think about too much, the button trade. And apparently Birmingham was right up there at the forefront of the button technology. And lots of people employed in making buttons, apparently. And you can get a closer look at them here through this. Oh, yes. So apparently Birmingham really was like the centre of the gun trade or gun manufacture in Britain, and they used to test their guns in New Street. Sporting guns for home and abroad, large quantities of them. And they're over there about the churches in Birmingham. Here we've got Finding Your Fortune. There's all sorts of stuff to do with toy making and other sorts of industries like travelling trade. The canals, of course, important. Let's have a look. Committing a crime can land you in the stocks or prison. You could even be taken to the county jail in Warwick and be hanged. Oh dear. So here we have some stocks from the era. So these were in the 1700s, late 1700s. These are the ones are from. So 1830 to 1909. Oh, and this is the anti-slave, the abolish slavery movement here. Some information about that. In the early 1800s. Okay, in 1863, the town hall was illuminated by gaslighting to celebrate the Prince of Wales' wedding. The artist J.H. Harris has captured the magical atmosphere. the Gothic revival in the 1800s. Right, so as we move forward, we come forward in time as well. So all these churchy type things, and now we're into the early 1900s. Oh. Cycling. So by the early 20th century, cycling was an established leisure activity as well as a means of getting around. Cycling became very popular with middle-class women who enjoyed the new independence that the bicycle offered. Like changes in house design. And of course, then we've got the First World War. And I guess coming further forward, we're coming to the Second World War. And it looks like staff only are allowed into the future. So at one point, Birmingham really was the capital of the manufacturing world. And this is a fire pump. I guess we're seeing here in the late 1800s, early 1900s, changes in technology. Birmingham is sending out its wares to every corner of the globe. It's a magnificent clock and barometer. Look at that. Bet that cost a penny or two in its day. So Birmingham and the slave trade. Birmingham has a long history of being involved with the slave trade. It supplies guns, knives and shackles, and in return receives sugar, coffee, cotton and tobacco. Many individuals are becoming uncomfortable with this and want to see an end to slavery. Others want to protect their livelihoods and keep the trade going. If you're here in June 1790, look out for Aluda Equiano, who is in Birmingham gathering support for the abolition of the slave trade. There you have someone complaining about the quality of the guns being sold in 1766. Alright, so here's a painting of the city as it was in 1813. I guess it wasn't a city then, but there you are. Like, some things you can still find today, others you can't. Well, that was really interesting. So I shall descend now to the second floor. And the second floor, we have an Ozzy Osbourne display, because Ozzy Osbourne was from Birmingham, Black Sabbath was from Birmingham. So we have this one, of course, he died fairly recently. So what have we got here? Working class hero. Whole wall here devoted, and of course some pictures of the like flowers, etc., that were laid after he died. Chair that he sat on. Let's have a look at this. There's a profound message here. It's good. It says, "Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate." And here he is appearing in 1981 in New Jersey as part of the Blizzard of Oz tour. 1981, I think we saw him in 1981 at the Bristol Coastal Hall. I think that was the tour we went to. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. We've got some of his kind of memorabilia here. Oh yes, some platinum discs. Of course, the famous Randy Rhoads, who died in a plane accident, brilliant guitarist. few more pictures on the other side of the exhibit here. This museum has been open since 1885. So we're getting more into the art sort of gallery area now. So there's all sorts of paintings, sculptures. Let's have a look at the sculpture here in front of us. Looks like the woman's trying to read and the bloke is hassling her. Poor form, really. Got a good book there. (1854), an English autumn afternoon. Let's go across to this one. This looks like maybe an earlier time. Two Gentlemen of Verona. It's painted in 1850. Not sure what era it is depicting. All right, so into the next gallery. Oh, we've got some religious ones now, I think. Let's have a look at this one. Elijah and the Widow's Son, painted in 1864. But it's an Old Testament scene. Oh dear, what's this? The Merciful Knight, painted in 1863. It's inspired by the legend of the knight who showed mercy to his enemy. More reading going on here. This one also from 1863, called The Last Chapter. Looks like the girl is enthralled by the book and is trying to keep warm by the glowing warmth of the fire. Okay, right, into the next gallery. Number 18, it says. Oh yes, some bigger pictures here. And some people next to nude statues. There you are. These are painted in the 1870s. It's a tall one. All right, let's go into the next gallery. Yeah, this looks a bit weird. Comforting love in bondage. Probably best not to ask too much about that one. So this is Martin the Mammoth, apparently. Answers on a postcard, no idea what that's about. Here we have some more primary colour sort of paintings. And I saw one of Ozzy somewhere. It's disappeared. Oh no, there he was. This is an impressive room. Look, you've got the dome ceiling. You've got this very striking sculpture. And what is this? Oh, it's Lucifer. And it's Jacob Epstein, unfortunately, second name, given the nature of the sculpture. Right. Landed in the museum in 1947. It hasn't always stood on this spot, but has now become inseparable from the round room, and not only because it weighs 2 tons and is hard to move. The fallen angel Lucifer is also known as the devil or Satan. He was cast out of heaven after leading the rebellion against God. Anyway, so if you ever wanted to know what Lucifer looked like, yeah, there it is. There you are. Answers on the postcard. Queen Victoria, by the looks of it, with an orb, with various hats on. Well, head coverings would probably be more accurate. And then we've got the A, B, C, D, E, F of Birmingham here. Of course, the Archers, famous BBC show, radio show that is, like a soap. Not quite sure what all this is about. Just various pictures of things to do with Birmingham. Some sort of wrestling. And let's head this way into the darkened room. Like, watch us lead. There's Christopher Samuel. Then we've got various sort of trinkets here. Metal ones, all made in Birmingham. Cigarette lighters, that kind of thing. I wonder if we can get through here. Or is this locked? Oh no, we can get through into the... let's have a look at the tea room. It's magnificent. Lots of very comfortable chairs. Yes, really good. Should be partaking of a cup of tea soon. Oh, we've got the jewellery quarter, Masterpiece Academy. Then we've got pictures of various sort of trades, things being constructed, wax carving here, engraving, chasing. So that's a jeweller at work. More chasing, milling, more milling, people of the quarter, filing, soldering, more soldering, drinking tea, tool making, milling, turning, stone cutting, pressing, more stone setting, all sorts of activities going on here in the construction of products. And there's a look, a bit of polishing going on there. More polishing, and assembly and cleaning there in the last one. Oh, there's the finished pieces. So all sorts going on up here. Really is a magnificent building, and as I said, a very, very nice tea room, which you get a good view of from here. Lots of comfy chairs, good food being served. Very good. Another fine model. Architects and planners create drawings and models to show what they want a city to look like. What ends up getting built can be very different to their grand designs. Development takes a long time, and people often change their minds, or the money runs out before projects are finished. So here we are, a model of some of Birmingham anyway. Okay, the Elephant Room, the roots of the city's connection. So Birmingham with global history. Oh, look at this. So we've got exhibits here. Our museum contains objects from around the world. Most were donated, but others were taken during the British Empire, sometimes violently or without consent. Reparation acknowledges this harm and reconnects communities with their heritage. In 1913, Birmingham Museum obtained some ancestral Aboriginal remains. In 2016, we returned these to their community. We no longer collect or display human remains. As of 2025, we're in further talks with organisations representing indigenous communities in North America, Australia and Africa, and actively researching our global collections, origins and ownership. That's interesting. So. Okay, let's have a quick look around the shop. That was really good, very interesting. Lots of interesting exhibits. Lovely building, lovely cafe, the tea room, well worth a visit even if you're not intending to come to the museum. It's free entry to the museum, and the cafe is really good. So, some interesting books. You've got some of Birmingham's favourite sons there, Lenny Henry. Obviously Ozzy Osbourne, got the Anglo-Saxons there, National Geographic for kids. Some nice looking books and merchandise. Some art socks, if you want some art socks, they're £15. Then you've got various books here, and you've got some cups and things, and some other very, very tasteful kind of memorabilia. Right, so really good, and some cards and posters and things, some bags, and some cushions, and jigsaw puzzles and that kind of thing. So all very, very nice. And of course you can get your Ozzy Osbourne t-shirts over here, like proudly saying working class hero. Well, there's some Ozzy Osbourne stuff, or a bat with Ozzy Osbourne on. So that was a very interesting look around this fascinating museum. Lots of really good exhibits, and well worth a look if you're here in Birmingham. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.